Hello students, good time to all. I am Chandan Kumar Pradhan. Welcome to your YouTube channel Chandan Physics. In this video, we are going to discuss orthogonal properties of legendary polynomials. Let's begin. To show that integration over -1 to +1 Pm of x into Pn of x dx is equal to 0 for the condition when m is not equal to n, and that value will be 2 divided by 2n plus 1 when m is equal to n. That's why the integration will be integration from -1 to +1 Pn x square dx. Combining these two equations may be written by using Kronecker delta function. What is that of Kronecker delta function? We represent it as del of mn, and that value will be 0 when m is not equal to n, and that value is equal to 1 when the condition is m is equal to n. Combining these two equations, we can write that is pmx dx integration over that -1 to +1. The value will be 2 by 2n plus 1 delta mn. When we prefer m is equal to n, that value will be 1, then that equation is similar to that case. And when m is not equal to n, that value will be 0. Overally, that equation changes to equation 1. These two equations are known as the orthogonal relation between legendary polynomials. Now, our task is to prove that equation 3. How to prove? Proof. The legendary equation is written as one minus x square d2y by dx2 minus 2x dy by dx plus n whole into n plus 1 n whole into n plus 1 into y is equal to 0, and this may written as the d by dx of 1 minus x square dy by dx plus n whole into n plus 1 y is equal to 0. Equation number 1. As Pnx and Pmx are the solution of that of legendary equation 1, therefore we can write as Pn of x and Pm of x are solutions of legendary equation 1. Therefore, we write that is d by dx 1 minus x square, that is d Pnx d Pn by dx. Not confused, that is d Pnx, or for that of writing procedure I use Pn for that of Pnx and Pm for that of Pmx. Don't confused in that of point. Plus n whole into n plus 1 Pn is equal to 0. Equation number 2, and again Pmx is also the solution of that of equation 1, and that will be d by dx 1 minus x square dPm dx plus m whole into m plus 1 Pm is equal to 0. That equation number 3. Now multiplying Pm in equation 2 and Pn in equation 3 and subtracting, what happened? Multiplying equation 2 by Pm and equation 3 by Pn and substituting subtracting we have multiplying Pm here, multiplying Pn here, and a subtract to that of 2 to 3. What will we have? Pm d by dx 1 minus x square dPn by dx minus Pn d by dx 1 minus x square dPm dx plus Pm that is n whole into n plus 1 minus m whole into m plus 1 is equal to 0. Now integrating that above equation between the given limits, that is minus 1 to plus 1, you have integrating above equation between given limits, we have, that is integration from minus 1 to plus 1 Pm of d by dx 1 minus x square dPn by dx minus integration from minus 1 to plus 1 Pn d by dx 1 minus x square dPm by dx plus here, that is n square plus 1 minus m square minus m, that is n square minus m square, that is n plus m whole into m minus n. Taking common these two terms, we have finally that will be n minus m whole into n plus m plus 1, that is integration from minus 1 to plus 1 pn pm dx is equal to 0. Okay, that is the integrating that equation from that of respective limit from minus 1 to plus 1. Now pm is a term, this one is a term, so these two terms are multiplied. For that reason we use by parts rule and integrating, right? Integrating by parts, we get, that is pm here, that is 1 minus x square dpn by dx minus 1 to plus 1 minus integration from minus 1 to plus 1 dpm by dx 1 minus x square dpn dx that is the by parts rule applied for that of first integral. Again for that of second integral also we apply the by parts rule, minus integration from that is pn 1 minus x square, that is dpm by dx with the limit minus 1 to plus 1. Again minus minus plus, that term plus integration from minus 1 to plus 1 dpm by dx 1 minus x square dpm by dx last term plus n minus m whole into n plus m plus 1 integration from minus 1 to plus 1 pn pm dx is equal to 0. Use by parts rule here, by parts rule here. Look at this, that is pm 1 minus x square dpn dx limit from plus 1 to minus 1. If we use upper limit and low limit concept, that term will be 0. Again this term will be 0, that is similar procedure. Here this is the minus term, that is the plus term, this is the minus term, that is the plus term, this and that term cancelled out, only the final term exists. That is why, or n minus m will into n plus m plus 1 integration from minus 1 to plus 1 pn pm dx is equal to 0. Since n is not equal to n, the condition if n is not equal to n, then what happen, that term will be 0. We write here, if n is not equal to m, we get, that is integration from minus 1 to plus 1 Pnx Pmx dx is equal to 0. That is equation number 4. Okay. Now we have the first relation, prove the first relation Pmx Pnx dx from -1 to +1, that will be 0. Then the another condition, that is if m is equal to n, then what happened? If m is equal to n, then from the generative function of legendary polynomial, from the generating function of legendary polynomial, we have 1 minus 2xz plus z square to the power minus half is equal to summation from n from 0 to infinity z to the power n Pnx. Now squaring both sides, squaring both sides, we have 1 minus 2xz plus z square to the power minus 1 is equal to summation over n from 0 to infinity z to the power 2n, that will be Pnx square when m is equal to n. Now integrating both sides with respect to x from that of limit -1 to plus n, integrating both sides with respect to x between the limits -1 to +1, we get, that is integration from -1 to +1, 1 minus 2xz plus z square to the power -1 dx is equal to, that is summation from n from 0 to infinity z to the power 2n, integration from -1 to +1 Pnx square dx, or that integration will be 1 by 2z log of this much, that is minus 1 by 2z ln 1 minus 2xz plus z square using limit -1 to +1 is equal to summation over n from 0 to infinity, that is z to the power 2n, integration from -1 to +1 Pnx square dx, or using upper limit and lower limit, here we have 1 minus 2z, that is ln, that is when we put +1 here in place of x, that is 1 minus z whole square, 1 minus z whole square, minus when you use -1 here, that will be plus, that is 1 plus z whole square ln 1 plus z whole square is equal to summation over n from 0 to infinity z to the power 2n integration from -1 to +1 pn x square dx. Or look here, ln 1 minus z square, that means we can write as 2 into ln of this much. Here again 2 into ln of this much, that means 2 is common from these two terms to that of outside, therefore 2 to cancel out, that means that equation is look like this. Just multiplying minus also, that means 2 to cancel out, 1 by z minus multiplied here, that will be ln 1 plus z minus ln 1 minus z. Since I multiplied here, that will be ln 1 plus z minus ln 1 minus z, 2 taking as common and 2 to cancel out. Is equal to summation over n from 0 to infinity z to the power 2n integration from -1 to +1 pn x square dx. Or that is 1 by z. Now expand ln 1 plus z. The expansion of logarithmic function of that of 1 plus z will be z minus z square by 2 plus z cube by 3 minus dot dot dot. Again ln 1 minus z, that is minus of the expansion of ln 1 minus z will be minus z square by 2 minus z cube by 3 minus dot dot dot. Is equal to summation n from 0 to infinity z to the power 2n integration from -1 to +1 pn x square dx. Or when we evaluate that of bracket, that is z plus z, that is 2z, again minus z square by 2, that will be plus z square by 2, this term cancel out, again z cube by 3 plus z cube by 3, that is 2z cube by 3, that means 2 is common here, that is 2 by z, and inside that of bracket the terms are exist like plus z plus z cube by 3 plus z5 by 5 plus dot 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 z to the power 2n plus 1 divided by 2n plus 1 dot dot dot. These terms are exist. Summation from n to 0 to infinity z to the power 2n into integration from -1 to +1 pn x square dx. Or when z is multiplied here or divide in that of all these terms, the terms changed, like that of z cancel out 1 plus z square by 3 plus z fourth by 5 plus dot 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 z to the power 2n by 2n plus 1 plus dot 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 is equal to summation from n to 0 to infinity z to the power 2n integration from -1 to +1 Pnx square dx. Now we can easily equate the coefficient of z to the power n on both sides, equating the coefficient of z to the power 2n, the coefficient of z to the power 2n on either side, we get here only the coefficient of z to the power 2n, that is 1 by 2n plus 1, that will be integration from minus 1 to plus 1 Pnx square dx is equal to 2 by 2n plus 1, and that is equation number 5. Now this is the another relation number double I is proved. This is equation number 4. When m is equal to n, we have equation number 5. Now combining these two equations, combining equation 4 and 5, we have, that is integration from minus 1 to plus 1, that is Pnx into Pmx dx will be how much, that is 2 by 2n plus 1 delta mn, that is proved. Here this is the Kronecker delta function. When m is equal to n, then that relation satisfied. When m is not equal to n, then equation number 4 relation will be satisfied. So with the help of this video lecture, we understand the concept regarding orthogonal properties of legendary polynomials. These are the relations, and these relations are proved by using this technique. Relation 1 is proved when m is not equal to n. When m is equal to n, then relation 2 is proved. Combining these two equations, we can have the orthogonal properties of that of legendary polynomials. This represent in terms of Kronecker delta function. So with this useful and informative notes, let me wind up this session. Thank you.